And good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of Sheriff Carmine Marcino and the men and women of the Lee County Sheriff's Office, I want to thank you for joining us for our December Do the Right Thing ceremony. We have a lot of exciting stories to share with you, and we're going to be getting to those in just a minute. I'm Tony Schall. I'm the director of the Do the Right Thing program. And again, we're glad that you're with us live today in the school board chambers, as well as those that are watching us live on the school district's YouTube channel right now. So welcome, everybody, and thanks for joining us. I want to begin everything by doing our Pledge of Allegiance, and doing that today for us is going to be Kenzie Pastor. So come on down, Kenzie. Everybody stand up.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, for liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Kenzie. You can be seated. I want to begin today's ceremony by acknowledging the school board of Lee County. We have a few new school board members that were just recently elected. Chairman Armour Persons, who represents District 5. Co-chair is Sam Fisher, who represents District 1. Melissa Giovanelli, representing District 2. Chris Patrica with District 3. Debbie Jordan represents District 4. Jada Langford Fleming representing District 6, and Kathleen Morgan representing District 7. And our superintendent, Dr. Christopher Bernier. We want to thank the school board and Dr. Bernier for supporting Do the Right Thing. Thank you. We also appreciate what our volunteers do today. They're with our volunteers. They help put together today's ceremonies. They hand everything out. They get everybody seated as they need to be. And again, we're very appreciative of their... Let's have a round of applause for our civilian support unit. Also want to thank Beth Shell and Tiffany Wood with the Lee County Sheriff's Office, as well as Dave Alexander, Adam Wright, Grace Edmonds, and Adam Hodgehost with the Lee County School District. They're the ones that are working the cameras today, the lighting, the sound, and again, they're making today's ceremony possible, as well as broadcasting us on the school district's YouTube channel. So thank them for all that they do. And we also appreciate our principal sponsors. You know, Do the Right Thing doesn't use taxpayer money. We rely on donations from businesses and community volunteers, and we thank them for what they do. Our two principal sponsors for Do the Right Thing are Lee County Electric Cooperative and Alliance Financial Group. Without their generosity, we wouldn't be able to honor the students that you see behind me today. So let's have a round of applause for our principal sponsors. And we've mentioned it a couple of times, but if you look at the bottom of your program, those are here live today, you'll see the address for the Lee County School District's YouTube channel. So after today's ceremony, if you'd like to go home and watch the broadcast on YouTube, you can do that from home anytime, day or night. Just go ahead and type in the address that you see on your program. Now, we mentioned our school board. Each month, we're fortunate to have a school board member that takes the time out of their day to come here and be with us and to help celebrate all the good things that our students are doing. Now, this month, we're being joined by Debbie Jordan, and I know she has a few words for our winners and their parents. Let's have a round of applause for Debbie Jordan.
Thank you. Good afternoon. I just want to say thank you very much. Thanks to the parents. We love doing this. This is really exciting for us. Every month that we get an opportunity to be out here with these great students for the Do the Right Thing. So without you all out there, they're not going to be sitting up here. So I appreciate you. And kids, let's give our parents a round of applause. But thank you very much for allowing us to share this moment with you. And again, have a happy holidays.
Thank you, board member Debbie Jordan. Well, it's time to get started, so let's introduce you to this month's Do the Right Thing winners. First up is Enrique Cervantes. Let's have a round of applause for Enrique Cervantes. Enrique, are you here? Come on down, Enrique. Enrique attends Bayshore Elementary. His principal is Ben Osman, and school resource officer is Deputy Kelsey Waldrop. And those with Enrique can please come forward and we'll share his story. Stay there, Enrique. Enrique is a second grader at Bayshore Elementary. Teacher Heather Spangler writes, Enrique is such an amazing young man. He always works hard in class and strives to learn more and more each day. One day at recess, Enrique found $20 and instantly brought it to me. I was so proud to share his honorable actions with his peers and you. I'm so proud to be his teacher and boast about his great choices with everyone. Enrique, thank you for your honesty and not hesitating for a second to do the right thing. The Lee County Sheriff's Office is very proud of you. Next up is Christian Loorka-Tomas. Let's have a round of applause for Christian. Christian attends Bayshore Elementary and is in the 5th grade. And those with Christian can please come forward. We'll share his story. School counselor Alexandra Hunt writes, I am nominating Christian for Do the Right Thing because of his good character that was brought to my attention by his bus driver, Mr. Tony. Mr. Tony let me know that Christian found money on the bus, and instead of putting that money in his pocket, Christian immediately turned the money over to his bus driver. Because Christian did the right thing, the money was returned to the student that lost it. Christian displayed great character by his actions. Additionally, Christian's teachers have stated that he is very responsible in the classroom. He makes good choices every day here at school. We are very proud to have Christian as a student at Bayshore Elementary. Christian, you serve as a great role model for everyone in your school. Thank you. The Lee County Sheriff's Office is very proud of you. Next up is Kenzie Pastor. Let's have a round of applause for Kenzie Pastor. Great job with the Pledge of Allegiance. Kenzie attends Tice Elementary. Her principal is Sharice Trent, and school resource officer is Deputy Jean Druin. And those with Kenzie can please come forward. Kenzie is a 5th grader at Tice Elementary. School resource officer Deputy Druin writes, since the first day of school this year, Kenzie Pastor has been kind and courteous to everyone. When Kenzie has finished eating her lunch, she begins to clean up the cafeteria. Kenzie has never been asked to clean the cafeteria, but is the only student to have offered to clean up after lunch. I believe Kenzie is showing leadership because of her initiative to keep our cafeteria clean. Kenzie, it says a lot when somebody does something without being asked. Keep up the great work. The Lee County Sheriff's Office is very proud of you. Jasmine Prieto is next. Let's have a round of applause for Jasmine Prieto. Jasmine attends Lehigh Elementary. Her principal is Jackson Morgan, and school resource officer is Deputy Shane Nelson. And those with Jasmine can please come up front. Here. Jasmine is a fifth grader at Lehigh Elementary. Teacher Tricia Yeomans writes, Jasmine was told by another student that something had happened to that student. Jasmine came to me the next morning making sure no other students could hear or find out what was going on since it was a sensitive subject. The other student told Jasmine not to tell anyone. Jasmine told a classmate that an adult needed to know. I think this is so important for all students to know that sometimes adults need to be told these secrets to help keep them safe. I am beyond proud of how Jasmine stood up for her classmate even when other students were afraid to do so. Jasmine, you knew how important it was to get help in that situation, and what you did was a very brave thing. The Lee County Sheriff's Office is very proud of you. Jamario Doston is next. Round of applause for Jamario Doston. Jamario's principal at Villas Elementary is Shane Musich, and school resource officers Corporal Mike Detar. And will those with Jamario please come up front? Jamario is a fourth grader. Teacher Susan Bruni wrote, I would like to nominate Jamario Doston for the Do the Right Thing Award. This young man is a true example of integrity. The sign in my classroom reads, do the right thing even when no one is looking. And Jamario rose to this virtue. While he was at the store with his mom after football practice, Jamario noticed a $20 bill had been left in the ATM. He didn't think twice when he saw that. He immediately told his mom that they needed to find the person that left that money behind. Luckily, they were able to find that person outside the store and give the money back. The person was very grateful to receive his $20. I'm so proud of his honesty and integrity. Jamario, what you did was a great thing. We now know you're attending Tanglewood Elementary. Keep being a great role model at your new school as well. The Lee County Sheriff's Office is very proud of you. Cynthia Claremont is next. Let's have a round of applause for Cynthia Claremont. Cynthia attends Harns Marsh Elementary. Her principal is Cynthia Hernandez, and school resource officer is Deputy Tisha Carson. And those with Cynthia can come up front. Cynthia is a third grader at Harns Marsh Elementary. Teacher Kayla Kilgore writes, Cynthia meets each day with a positive attitude. She's a hard worker, and when she does encounter situations that can distract her from learning, she always makes sure to move away from that distraction so she may continue her work. At PE one day while running laps, Cynthia saw a classmate collapse to the ground. Upon stopping to check on her classmate, she saw the classmate needed help. Cynthia ran to the nearest adult and reported that her friend had collapsed to the ground and needed assistance. Thanks to Cynthia's actions, her classmate was able to quickly receive the help that she needed. Cynthia, your classmate is okay today thanks to your quick action. Thank you. The Lee County Sheriff's Office is very proud of you. Okay. Up next, we're going to honor 3 students. I know Daniel Wilson is here. Come on down, Daniel. Daniel Wilson, Trenton Miller, and Caleb Girilick. Let's have a round of applause for Daniel Wilson at least, huh? Just have one, Mary. There we go. Are you at the right one? All right. Let's get some good pictures. Yeah. And if those with Daniel want to come forward, and we'll share his story. Well, we had 3 nominees, so I am just going to read the story. School Resource Officer Deputy Britt Smith writes, in the cafeteria at lunchtime, Trenton Miller, a first grade student, found an envelope on the floor. Trenton saw a school administrator handing out these envelopes earlier in the day. He picked it up and told the 2 older 5th grade students, Caleb and Daniel, that he was pretty sure who may have dropped it and asked them if they'd return the envelope to the front office because he was being called by his teacher to return to the classroom. Caleb and Daniel did the right thing by taking the envelope to the school's front office. The envelope contained a check and was given to its rightful owner. To say the employee was appreciative is an understatement. I am very proud of Trenton, Caleb, and Daniel for the honesty and integrity that they showed. Trenton, Caleb, and Daniel, that was great teamwork. Thank you. The Lee County Sheriff's Office is very proud of you. Received a call from Kevis Bahok's father just before we came here today that he was under the weather, so we will get his things to his school and they'll have a private ceremony for Kevis when he's feeling better, so we hope he feels better soon. Up next, we're going to honor 2 students, Vanya Abarca and Nicole Rosales Vasio. Round of applause for Vanya and Nicole. Vanya and Nicole attend Sunshine Elementary School. Their principal is Aaron Brandow, and school resource officer is Deputy Rodolphus Hall. And those with Vanya and Nicole can please come up front. Vanya and Nicole are both fourth graders at Sunshine Elementary. Teacher Lori O'Hara writes, Vanya and Nicole are both excellent Sunshine scholars. They work hard and take pride in their learning. Just as importantly, they show respect and concern for their classmates. Vanya has a consistently positive attitude in school. Students were doing presentations recently, and Vanya cheered on each and every classmate and applauded each presentation. Nicole gets along with everyone in class, avoiding any internal conflicts and drama that can happen in the classroom. She's an excellent role model for the rest of the class. I am very proud of Vanya and Nicole. Well said, Mrs. O'Hara, and well done, Vanya and Nicole. The Lee County Sheriff's Office is very proud of you. Up next, we have two students to honor together, Jalen Fitch and Jalen Barrios. Let's have a round of applause for Jalen and Jalen. Yeah. Yeah. And those with Jalen and Jalen, please come up front. Teacher Brittany Wood writes, Jalen and Jalen are friends. When a student at the school approached one of them on campus and asked them to try a THC vape pen, they were understandably nervous. Jalen confided in Jalen for advice, and the girls decided it would be best to report the incident. Students and teachers are constantly building a trustworthy bond with each other, and both girls showed outstanding character by coming forward. They wanted to make sure their classmates didn't face the same peer pressure and the problem was rectified. Jalen and Jalen are definitely role models that others in the school will look up to when faced with a hardship in school. Jalen Fitch and Jalen Barrios, it was very brave of both of you to come forward. Thank you for keeping your classmates safe. The Lee County Sheriff's Office is very proud of you. James Belmer is next. Let's have a round of applause for James Belmer. James attends Dr. Carrie D. Robinson Littleton Elementary. His principal is Monica Broughton, and school resource officer is Deputy Emily Bramowitz. Those with James can please come up front. James is a fifth grader at Dr. Carrie D. Robinson Elementary. School resource officer Deputy Bramowitz writes, law enforcement was on scene in James Belmer's neighborhood conducting an investigation involving an armed subject. The subject fled from law enforcement and a search ensued. The individual was eventually located and placed into custody, but the gun wasn't recovered. While playing in the backyard with the family dog, James found a handgun. He remembered his gun safety training and immediately went inside to tell his mother. She called the Fort Myers Police Department, which arrived to take custody of what was a loaded firearm. James remained safe and was able to assist FMPD with its investigation, as this was the missing gun that they had been unable to locate. In addition, James enjoys playing video games, eating pizza, and watching movies with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. His favorite Marvel character is Black Panther. When he gets older, James wants to be a police officer and a member of the SWAT team. James, you've already made a good start for your future career in law enforcement. Congratulations. The Lee County Sheriff's Office is very proud of you. And our final honoree this month is Owen Boston. Round of applause for Owen Boston. Owen attends Rama C. Page Elementary. His principal is Valerie Scheckler, and school resource officer is Deputy Annie Allen. And those with Owen can please come up front. We'll share his story. Principal Valerie Scheckler writes, Owen is a very special student and has worked very hard during his years at Rama C. Page. I've known Owen since he began Rama in kindergarten, and I can't believe he's already in 5th grade. At the beginning of the school year, Owen wrote me a letter inspired by a story he had read in class. The story was about a young man who began a food drive at school. In Owen's letter to me, he requested that students at Rama be given the opportunity to participate in a food drive to help those less fortunate. I found this request truly inspirational, and we set about with plans to host a school-wide food drive for our fall festival. Unfortunately, Hurricane Ian and Hurricane Nicole put a wrinkle in our plans. But we are undeterred and will now be conducting the food drive for our spring festival in March and April. We'll be calling it Owen's Food Drive in honor of his thoughtfulness and kind heart. Thank you, Owen, for inspiring others to do the right thing. The Lee County Sheriff's Office is very proud of you. And a final reminder again to subscribe to the Lee County School District's YouTube channel if you want to watch any repeats of any ceremonies anytime, day or night. I want to thank everyone for attending live today and for watching us on the school district's YouTube channel. Thank you for watching us, and let's give our students one big final standing ovation.
Do the right way.
All right, everybody, we're going to take a couple of big group photos, and then if you want to take some individual